We want first to thank the whole Carnegie family worldwide. I must confess we didn't know much about it up front. We knew about Andrew Carnegie, we didn't know about the whole family. And it's remarkable that they bestowed this honor on us. But as you heard, like Andrew Carnegie, I'm an immigrant to the United States. So one wintry day in February of 1956, I'm getting old. My parents waved goodbye as I set sail for America. I was just 14 and a half years old, and sailing alone, traveling alone in third class. They said, make good choices, they warned me, as they sent me away. High school, college, graduate school, professional experiences all lay ahead of me. But I understood their expectation. The Neubauers had lived and thrived in Central Europe for over 300 years until the Nazis came and destroyed everything. America offered a fresh start, a singular nation, a democracy, populated with decent, rational citizens, governed by the rule of law, open to immigrants, a land rich with opportunities. Sounds familiar, right? I could not have imagined, as my ship set sails, what my future would hold. Not Tufts University, not the University of Chicago, not the CEO of a New York listed company with over 250,000 employees, certainly not Jeanette. Certainly not an invitation to join you in this elegant place among so many purposeful and dedicated leaders, to encourage others who have similar talents, vision, and means to dedicate their best energies to pursuit of common goods. And yet, here we all are. Jeanette and I are deeply honored to be with you. More than that, we are strengthened to be in your presence. In times where trusted, multi-generational relationships have been recklessly torn apart, rebuilding Europe in the catastrophic aftermath of World War II was achieved only through multinational cooperation and compromises. We all need to do that over again. The American Constitution declares that government seeks to, quote, achieve a more perfect union, establishing justice, ensuring domestic tranquility, providing for the defense and general welfare. Achieving these goals is a very difficult task. But success at these tasks is the only way to safeguard our highest ideals, liberty and justice for all. While government at all levels does a lot, it can't do everything. There's ample room for the private sector to participate to achieve these ambitious goals. The Neubauer Family Foundation, with antecedents in the hate, chaos, and brutality of the Holocaust, takes its moral obligation seriously. Instead of complaining about what not to do, our practice is to focus on very specific problems where our lives and organizational experience and skills provide added value to officials trying to address systematic change. Our goal is not to replace the public sector. On the contrary, it is to strengthen public leaders who come equipped with persuasive, detailed plans of how to make things better and fortify their capacity to assist their constituents in who can help.
The problems we have chosen to address are complicated. How to elevate a spirit of humanism in a polarized world. How to ensure public safety. How to make quality education available to more people. How to find pathways out of poverty. There are no quick fixes to any of these. The teams tackling them need stamina and patience to steadily hack away at the impediments to success. They need commitment and time. These problems are not for only large foundations to solve. All of us can participate in our communities, collaborating with change makers who also happen to be our neighbors. When I met Joe, I knew that he was a one-of-a-kind kind of guy. And one of the things that really fascinated me was his capacity to take a big, complicated, Gordian knot of a problem, find a thread, and pull on it until the big knot disassembles into a series of smaller, less complicated knots. And then he studies them all, looking at all the small problems, rearranging them into a very specific order. He always wants to know what issue needs to be resolved before turning to the next tangle. He looks for expert advice at each stage, and he definitely challenges preconceptions. This process achieves many things. Perhaps most importantly, it builds experience. Successful collaborations build trust, and trust inevitably leads to solutions. It's also addictive. Having solved one huge problem together with new friends and collaborators makes us want to tackle the next one. Each problem opens a whole new world. Joe and I feel so enriched by our experiences. Life continues to be an adventure. All the skills we honed during our professional corporate careers have direct application to our philanthropic work. We're happy to use them. It keeps us engaged, more excited about tomorrow's prospects than yesterday's nostalgia. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for this recognition. It means so much to us. But thank you even more for your devotion to the public good. There are a lot of thorny problems out there to solve. Let's each find a thread, a community, and start pulling. We wish you huge success and enormous satisfaction. Thank you.